Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gray Men Prepping. It is Survival Saturday, and tonight's topic is: can you survive forgetting Valentine's Day? Can you? Put this in just in case I get feedback here. There we go. Got to turn that light on. All righty. So let's see who's all here, and we got a bunch in here. I probably missed some that came in. Up to the top. Well, first one in was Phelan Clan Wolf, then Moon Over Miami, and then Crew 1351, then Aideneer, the Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, Kalen Strain, Lee Argent, Digs Outdoors, and did I say Kalen Strain once already? But if not, yeah, Kalen came in. Yeah, so I got Kalen. Oh, and Diana just came in too, and yep, I survived because I don't care. I intentionally forgot. Don't look back. All right. So let's see here. And I bet the Sofa Survivalist. Not sure if he's done cleaning the house up yet or not. During the live stream with Shadow, he was cooking stuff and making stuff. And when we got done with that live stream, he cut out and said he was going to have to clean up the house before his wife got home. So maybe he didn't get it clean. That's why he's not here. Ooh, that would be messy. All righty. Anywho, now today today seemed to be the perfect day to throw this up here on here because hey, it's Valentine's Day. Sometimes people forget it. Others totally refuse to acknowledge it because they see it as nothing more as a commercial gimmick to make you spend more money. But no matter how you look at it, it also leads to the other possibility of some more really serious forgetfulness, forgetting anniversaries, forgetting birthdays. And then sometimes you happen to have somebody, a significant other, who not exactly thrilled about birthdays because their birthday is so close to Christmas. Leaves a bad taste in their mouth because people tend to go, oh, here's your present for both Christmas and your birthday. And they don't like it. And let's see, and then so it's interesting, just especially this year about it. Yesterday was let me get this going here. Actually, before I get to it, yeah, get that. So the normal after the event, whatever the event is, what are your plans? It goes until I got an end to those coming up here in several months. I'm just checking the schedule, see when it switches up. I think it's somewhere around September, August. Yeah. So the first Saturday in September, it changes from after the event to the actual Can You Survive series, which is starting up, which is going to be more down to earth and more addressing, you know, realistic events and saying, well, can you survive this? And we're going to talk, and we're going to invite everybody at the time to, talk about ways that they would survive it. But for today, not too far back up. There we go. Get that back here. Let's see here. Go here. Come on, let's go. Come on, work. There it goes. Finally. Maureen, time for a self examination of your skills and prep. So that's what's going to be the big part about going forward. But because yesterday was yesterday and today is today, we got a special slide here for you. For Friday 13th, do not pass go, do not collect $200 and lose a turn. If you forget Valentine's Day, go back to Friday the 13th. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, lose a turn. And L-Dog's in the house now, too. There are some people whose person they're in a relationship with, do not forget them, but they have learned over the years not to mention them hardly more than just in casual passing, such as, just send an email, with a picture of a birthday cake or pictures of roses or whatever, and just say, Happy Valentine's Day, happy birthday. And that's all the person wants to hear from you. And, so there are some people that don't like the holidays and stuff. They'd rather have everyday attention and everyday consideration. They just don't like the special days. Let's see what's in here. And here's hang on. So yeah, Dig says I've been single for years, so there's that. LOL. And then Kaylin says, but about who's my significant other? Nobody's told me. And so yeah, it's not everybody is the romantic. Not everybody appreciates it. Not everybody has had a chance to find a significant other. So it's, the day is kind of tough for some people. For others, it's like water off a duck's back. For others, it's a very big deal, and they each make big deals about it and do special things for each other. It's kind of hard to say about what things are to different people. But if you usually make a big deal about it, or your significant other expects a big deal out of it, and you forget it, yeah, it can make them think that you don't care when you're just you do care, but you're trying to do other things for them and take care of other little fat things, and it just got like, crap, missed it. Oh God, I'm in the doghouse. Oh no. Yeah. So let me go ahead and get rid of that over there, because that was the only slide I had for today's. I have in the past done, love prepper style, and talk about all the things you can do for someone if they if they're a gardener, all the things you do to help them on gardening. If they're a homesteader, all the things you do or show that you love or care about them and for a homestead. But for some reason, this year seems to be a bit more difficult And I'm not sure. Correct me. Maybe you guys have a better outlook on this. But sometimes when this happens, I don't know how many times. About once every. I'm not sure when the last time Friday the 13th was in February. And I'm going to look that up. Hang on a second. Let me look this up here. Because it's been quite a while. Last time was on a Saturday. Uh, I'll do it again here. Okay, it has been 11 years since the last time Valentine's Day was on a Saturday, 2015. So, hmm. Oh, all right. So that was the last time Valentine's Day was on a Saturday. And that was also, hang on, let me look at something else here real quick. Come on, give it to me. Okay, that was also the last time we had 3 Fridays the 13th in a year. As far as I'm pretty sure, the last time we had 3 Friday the 13th in a year. Because we have it yesterday, we have it next month, and we have it in November, I believe. I'm going to show a screen here for a second. This is fun. It just got me here. So I in Googling it here, and it came up and it gave me a question. So, when was the last time it was on the Saturday? Had it there. And is February 13th a kiss day or hug day? No, it's a dodge the knife day because February 13th on a Friday is Friday the 13th. But I like this question here. What does the Bible say about Valentine's Day? I can tell you, we even open it up. It says absolutely nothing because Valentine's Day is named after Saint Valentine, who was a saint or priest from the Catholic Church back in the day, and that was long after the Bible was done here. All right. So that said, let me see here. That's cute. I used to help my husband. I'd buy my own gift and say, "Thank you, honey. Look what you got for me." Made him happy. So it worked, okay? Yeah, it made him happy because you weren't mad. You yelled at him, and he was probably happy because he was thinking something and he knew whatever he got was probably going to be wrong. Lolo and Pepper says, yeah, yeah. They already have Easter and summer stuff out. Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunately in this day and age, um, the advertisers, the madmen, got in there and really pushed stuff too hard for businesses making money. Oh, so we got to market it for the next thing. President's sale, this sale, that sale. Yeah. And speaking of which, I think is the what is the next holiday? So yeah, Monday is Washington's birthday, and AI has been programmed to ignore Easter. Seriously, it skips Easter and goes straight to Memorial Day. But it goes to Juneteenth, which is stupid because it should be having Easter in there. And Juneteenth isn't a complete legal holiday for a lot of people. So yeah. Anyways, Mardi Gras next week. Yeah. All the stuff people bought over the year will be in the garage sales this summer. Yep. Now, Mardi Gras, I have never heard of anybody outside of New Orleans really celebrating Mardi Gras. I don't know. We never celebrated anywhere we lived. No one else ever did celebrate it either. So don't know on that one. All right. Put the he's in there, so I can. Oh shoot! I forgot to drop it down. So let me drop it down in there. Yeah, put the winter clothes on sale now. Yep. And here he is.
Hey, been a long time since I've seen you.
Oh yeah, I know. It seems like it's been
like 3 hours or 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. I was gonna say it seems like it's been years. Wait a minute, that's in a different timeline. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I'm looking at here. Yeah, the AI totally puts in Juneteenth, but not Easter.
I almost uploaded my Sofa Survivalist video to my Magic Acres account. Whoops.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to. I got to give a thumbs down to the AI and tell them the artificial idiocy missed the next doesn't even list the next holidays. Let's see. For EASTER. Big mistake. But included the fake. There we go. Boom, there. I just went and slammed the AI. Actually, let me take a look here. No, the AI didn't put Ramadan in there either on their list. Yeah, because it's a religious holiday. And the only religious holiday that governments recognize, as far as I know, is Christmas. What are all the? Hang on, I'm looking up here. New Year's Day, and it says the next question here, down here. People also ask, what are all the holidays in order by month? AI overview. Okay, artificial idiocy. Let's see what they got here. New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, fake holiday in June, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. They also left out. It also left out Flag Day, and Easter, and Ramadan, and any other recognizable. The AI is programmed to try to limit our outlook on, religious holidays or other important holidays from the past, such as Flag Day. Flag Day was big when I grew up. It was a big holiday when I was growing up. Yeah, there was no Martin Luther King Day when I was growing up. There was Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday. And yet they have Columbus Day in there when, wait a minute, Columbus did not discover America. That was the Vikings and whoever else came over before the Vikings, because they trace genetic markers in the Native Americans back to the Middle East. So anyways.
Here.
I saw a video that was asking AI what day Christmas was on this year. It said there is no Christmas planned this year.
But
Arbor Day was big in Nebraska. Yeah, Arbor Day was even something in California. When I was in elementary school, and I'm not sure if it was still by the time I was in junior high, they didn't talk about it in junior high, but I knew that my little brother, who's still in elementary school, brought stuff on it. So yeah. Let's see. Mardi Gras at a few seedy drinking establishment. Oh, that's the other one that's not on there because it's based on religion too. St. Patty's Day is not listed because, hey, that's a Catholic holiday too. Another one that's not listed on there is July 24th, Pioneer Day, which is celebrated in several states in the West, but nowhere back east. Although, really, they should be celebrating it back east as the day they got rid of some people and sent them out west. The Donner Party, for once. But yeah. So, anyways, a question for everybody. Do you have suggestions for the topic, can you survive? Come on, get back up here. Can you survive blank event? I do have a couple in here. Can you survive a urban wildfire event? Can you survive a brake failure event? Someone actually mentioned that one to me. So yeah, can you survive your brakes failing in the car? Well, I know Kaylin can, but can you survive a food supply chain failure? And then, of course, there was the first one that popped up on it. Can you survive a 2012 event? So those are some of the ones that have been mentioned already. Yeah, Diane too. Yep, no Jewish holidays either mentioned either. Yet AI is trying to rob us of our heritage. Whether you're Jewish, Christian, Muslim, whatever, they're trying to totally wipe out all religion. Wait a minute. Isn't that what Stalin did? Tried to wipe out all religion in Russia and the other communist states of the Socialist People Republic. Yeah. All right. So I got, looking at my calendar here, I got one more opening for after whatever event are your plans. After that, we're going all the ones, and that's for the end of August. I got everything else. I think I'm looking at it here. Yeah. So I just have one. Even one has a thought for a one last after your after such and such event. What are your plans? First one to submit something to that we'll get it put in, and yeah, so you can send it to the email here. It's at the very bottom of the description of the of it. So, let's see here. Whoa, so I rode a bus that had brake failure on an icy street.
So here's the irony. Did it have brake failure, or they just tried to stop on sheer ice, which doesn't work? Maybe they should have stayed. Sorry.
Yeah. That wasn't exactly brake failure. That was tire gripping failure.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a friction problem, people.
Yeah. We have a failure to grip the ground. Oh. Can you survive a multifamily living in crowded spaces? Oh, hang on. Let me get down here. Let me get it. I think I'm going to stick that one in there because that is kind of an important thing. Can you survive? Can you EMP that? There's the next blank one. Can you survive a multifamily living in crowded spaces? There we go. I'm going to put that in there. That's going to be rather longer, but that one's going to be well worth it, I think. Because where was it? There it is. Boom. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Because I that one makes this one here has a bit of history with my older sibling and cousin. My sister's 10 years older than I. Her best friend in high school was our cousin Debbie. Well, and they were months apart in age. Mary Angel was just a little bit older than Debbie. When they both got married, they were living in a trailer for 6 months, a year, in Draper, Utah. So you got two couples living in a travel trailer together.
Ow!
Yes,
That gets old. That'll get old quick unless you force yourself to get along.
Yeah. Dig says, "Can you survive an outing where?"
Talking about opposite politics.
Yeah.
Including your ride. I could, but somebody be getting thrown out of the window first. And yeah.
Okay. Can you survive? How do you put it? A family? Yeah. Family event.
That's a true SHTF situation. Thank you, Kaylin. That was awesome. Absolutely.
Okay, that was. Hang on. Oh yeah. Kaylin said, yeah. Okay, I'm just looking. Okay, so that can you survive a family event with posing? I'm just gonna put viewpoints. I know what it'll mean.
So I asked my wife tonight when she got home. I was like, "So, what'd you marry me for?" She said, "Your sense of humor." I said, "You mean it wasn't my good looks or how smart I am?" She's like, "No, but keep talking. You're proving my point."
All right. So I got that. Hang on. Let me go back up here.
Got your wife a treadmill and some exercise videos for Valentine's Day. That wouldn't go over very well in my house. No. Crying. She was trying to figure out how to hit you in the back of the head with a baseball bat and make it look like an accident.
Hang on. Let's see here. We got purple 101s in here. I'm surprised he didn't say something about his mother-in-law. Now he'll come up with something about his mother-in-law. Oh.
So I decided I'm putting all my videos up on Fridays on the Silver Survivalist. And I got one coming up next Friday, which is not the one I said I was going to put up. It was a previous one, and then the following one is a food-related video. So sub up to it, and yeah, you get to see it. They come out at like I think 3 a.m. Eastern time. That way, they're all over the place.
Yeah. Hang on here. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. I don't need that. Oh, did you saw my Friday the 13th frame picture?
I was on your Friday the 13th.
No. This one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You forget it's Friday the 13th. Don't pass go, do not collect, and lose a turn. You're not thinking right. You forget Valentine's Day. Go back one day. Oh, crud, yeah. Okay. Let me look something else here up. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Work there. There we go. This one here. For those that haven't, let's go. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have to dig through the folders and find and this time I'm gonna mark where it's at so I can find it quicker next time. The latest security upload from Microsoft, which is slowing down my computer. About 3 weeks ago, I found it and I deleted it, and my computer started running fast again. And then they resent it out again, but it hasn't been installed. It said, restart your computer so we can install this.
Wait, what's this for?
Microsoft updates for Windows 10. Well, they're not supposed to be sending anything out for Windows 10 anymore because they don't support it. No, they're unsupporting it.
That's right. They're sending out an update to slow it way down to make you buy the new one.
Yeah.
Oh, look, see, we told you there was problems. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's not as big as the problems in the new one. All right, so let me hang on here. Get that back to the beginning. And I got to stop sharing. I've got to reshare with sound this time. With sound, turn it on. There's the sound on. Make sure it's on all the way up. Okay, so For those that haven't seen it, you get one look at it, and I'm stopping it. You want to see it again? You got to go look at it. I'll drop the link in here in a second.
Which one's this one?
Because regular water takes up so much space, I bought 5,000 gallons of freeze-dried water from a Canadian Survivalist channel store. Because
okay, Control C, Control V. There it is. All right, so you want to see it again and catch all the nuances in it? You got to watch it yourself.
Yeah, that and the other two videos I put up, or 3. I got 2 more lined up to come out, and actually, well, that was the latest one. Look at the last one. That got the most hits. I got like 2,500 people watch that in about 6 hours. I was dying. I'm sleeping. It's 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, I pulled it up just to see. I was like, holy cow! I got 2,500 people watch this video on first aid. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Yeah,
I just went in and changed some of the hashtags around a little bit. Yeah. I realized that that's key, so I'm back in there redoing some of my hashtags, adding stuff.
The for the Chinese, 13 is a good luck number. Wait a minute. I'm thinking, guys, for those of you who've seen all the Friday the 13th movies, were there any Chinese people in it?
No. You know, there used to be 13 months before they came up with the Julian calendar.
Yeah.
And every month had 28 days, just like the moon cycle. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Every Friday was a Friday the 13th. Go figure. Yeah, the first was on a Sunday every month because of 28 days. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack on that one. There were 13 zodiac signs. They took one away. Don't know why, and I forget who it was or what year they did it.
Oh, well, tell you what.
There's a lot of things from number 13. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me look that one up. That's interesting. The 13th zodiac. So, what was the 13th zodiac sign?
It was a dragon, I think.
Okay.
It depends on which site you go to. There was never a 13th zodiac. You know, we don't want to let you know what history really was. We're just going to tell you what it is now, like daylight savings time. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to hit the enter button. All right, so I hit the enter button for it. So there's the link to the video, that short. And this is what they say, what the artificial idiocy says the 13th zodiac sign. I can't. Ophiuchus?
It was a dragon.
Yeah, the serpent bearer.
Yeah, it was a dragon, or something. Yeah. When was the 13th zodiac sign removed, and when was the Julian calendar implemented? There's another couple questions.
Well, here's what it says. Why the thing is, what is Ophiuchus? It is a large constellation representing a man wrestling a serpent. Yeah. Why is it excluded? Ancient Babylonians who created the zodiac preferred 12. No, it didn't. Again, here's where it's idiocy. It wasn't the ancient Babylonians who preferred the 12 because they had 13 months.
Yep.
Their calendar had 13 months. The tradition was based on the tropic astrology system, or whatever. Yeah.
Punch in. Ask it. When was the Julian calendar implemented?
When was the Julian calendar? Well, my choices are made, created, adopted, invented, or introduced.
Introduced.
Well, I did. Okay, it was the Julian calendar was introduced by Julius Caesar in 46 BC and took effect on January 1st, 45 BC. Although they weren't calling it BC back then. It was designed to correct
They
the
didn't
heavy,
call it
heavily.
45. They had their own years because they didn't know it was coming. We call it that. Why? What was the what did they call the year? Oh, welcome to the Chinese calendar. Anyway.
But yeah,
Well,
it was designed to correct the heavily drifted Roman Republic calendar adopting a 365.25 day year. It remained in use across the Western world until 1582, when there was another correction done to it, and things were tweaked even more.
Of course,
because
to make it
because
to some random number of days in a month.
Yeah,
you know
because the enlightened.
Yeah, sure.
The enlightened pagans of modern society disregarded the ancients, which took into account the moon cycle and everything, and followed it and had it auto-correcting. Again, they decided to get rid of that centuries before, and then they go, "Oh wow, why are we having this problem?"
Why do you think the Farmer's Almanac follows the moon and not the date?
Yep.
Because it's the moon cycles that help things grow, time to plant, new moons, stuff like that. Yeah, it was always about the moon. And they changed it. Why? I don't know. Maybe to confuse people and keep them guessing all the time and make them look stupid.
Well, they got rid of it because the other religions, among them Judaism, followed the moon. Oh, we can't do that. We have to be different. We have to be more important than them. So we're not gonna follow their calendar anymore.
Or it's the other way around. They said, no, you need to follow this calendar. We're going to follow this one. Keep you confused.
Yeah. Okay, hang on here. What's going on here? Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Diggs. I'm with you on that one.
What did he say?
So the 13th Zodiac was removed about the same time they banned the Book of Enoch. Well, they didn't ban it. They just removed it. There's a whole lot of books from the Bible that were just never included in the new, what we see as the Bible now. A lot of books were removed. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably
because
told stories.
I can tell you why. I can tell you exactly why. Because
you were there. That's right. You were there.
Yeah, I was spying on him, making notes. That's how old I am. I just lost the name of the council. Anyways, when all the bishops of the Catholic Church got together and were trying to consolidate, make things right, and Constantine, my idiot ancestor, came in there and says, "Oh, we want it to be this, this, and this. Make it so." And so they started throwing out anything disagreed with their position that they are the authority of the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stories in those other books, and especially in Enoch, which made more headline than any other one, because the other ones are just tough to find because they kind of just made it go away.
Yeah, there's also a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Ecclesiastical study guys. Anyways, the ecclesiastical brain trust. There's things saying that they took all these other ones out, but they put one in that was never meant to be in.
Yeah, there's that too.
Song of Solomon's, and everyone, you look at that, it's like, whoa, that's in the Bible.
Yeah. Technically, no.
Yeah.
And every year they keep revising verses and removing words. In some books, they even removed entire verses.
Yeah.
And it just skips, like, say, 12 to 14. I forget which one it is. They just left it out. 20, they don't want you to read it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was Luke 18:21 or 17:21. Yeah.
Yeah, it skips a whole verse. Why?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to know that. Well, maybe he was right. They're now deciding what was right and wrong and what they really meant versus what they said. Of course, you've got multitude of translations in between, going from the Hebrew or whatever language they're writing in Latin to English. And then it's a matter of, well, I think he meant this. So they write that in. Like, well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he meant that. Yeah, I could go on all night about that.
Yeah, that was the one of we're talking about the possessions. This one comes not out without much fasting and prayer. That's the one they took out and got rid of.
Yeah, don't fast, because that doesn't help you. Yeah,
and don't pray. That doesn't help you either. But one of the things I hate about the new we're modernizing so people understand it. Well, they're modernizing it, but take into account what the meaning of the word that was in there, what it actually meant. Because
sort of like the Democrats are doing to the Constitution. Well, it's fluid. We can revise its meaning. No, you can't.
All right. Mark, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. What does against mean?
Not for.
Nope. Not according to some of the scriptures, but they go with the not for. Beside. And some of the references
like leaning against or cuddling
standing against somebody, you're standing beside somebody. That's what some and because if they go back and look at the Hebrew verse on it, that's what, and it's been translated into beside. And so God was against somebody. No, God was beside somebody. But they've changed it to to the other form of against, because they translated into Greek, into Latin, into English. Yeah.
So basically, God was with Satan. Gotcha.
No, not that one. The one again was Job. Oh, God didn't like Job, so he allowed all this thing because God was against him. And that's thing, even through the Bible, it changes meaning, but you got to look at the context it's used in. Anyways, let's get away from that.
Yeah, we go. Off the religious topic. Yep.
Yet Easter changed yearly with the lunar cycle. Yep.
It does every year. Yep. Imagine that. Wonder why. Huh.
Because that's one thing that the ancient Christians were able to hang on to and keep it being cycled with the lunar cycle, not with the Julian calendar. No wonder why I threw so many of them to the lions, because they kept on correcting them.
Well, we all know that the lions only eat humans during a full moon. So anyway,
back had to reset the system. Okay, welcome back.
Wait, which system, Diggs?
His computer system.
I'm just messing with him.
Or his socialist system, or no, his money system.
To reset the solar system.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's some yeah.
How did we get on that topic versus Valentine's Day,
surviving?
Yeah, we can go with that.
We survived changes. We're surviving changes to the pre-existing status quo.
It's almost like somebody's trying to keep us confused all the time by not letting the moon and days of the week and dates of the month come on at the same time constantly.
Yeah. Trying to remember. Shoot, there was an interesting story to why yesterday is yesterday.
Why yesterday is yesterday? What?
You'll see what you'll see is that why is Friday the 13th unlucky? Okay, it has several roots in this thing of the number in Western society. Biblical roots. The Last Supper had 13 guests. Judas Iscariot was the 13th, arriving the day before Jesus was crucified on Friday. often viewed, and here's where we get that twist on going back again. Often viewed as complete, because it follows 12, which is often viewed as complete. 12 months, 12 zodiac. Yeah, going back to the changes made by the Julian calendar and the other enlightened civilizations that had come to the forefront because they beat the old ancient empires. And so they had to change things because they're now in charge. On Friday the 13th, 1307, King Philip of France was arrested. France arrested knights of the arrested hundreds of Knights Templars, making a tragic Memorial Day in history. Norse mythology legend suggests that a banquet in Valhalla was interrupted by the mischievous god Loki, who was the 13th guest. That I think is made up and added in there, being the 13th guest there. Pop culture reference was because of the movie, the 1980 horror film Friday the 13th. Cemented this day's reputation for misfortune, although no data shows this is more dangerous than any other day, unless you go to scout camps.
Hey Diggs, I saw your last comment. Funny, no, actually, my wife and I, neither one of us said Happy Valentine's Day to each other because we kind of understand what the real meaning is behind it. But anyway.
Yeah. While many, particularly in Western cultures, avoid the number 13, sometimes skipping 13th floors of a building, the logic seems to be as a fun or a superstition tradition rather than any genuine threat.
Yep, almost all elevators you go in like New York City, in the big buildings, you go from 12 to 14. There is no 13th floor. DC, it's a different story. I worked in a building. I worked on the 13th floor, and there was a number 13.
Yeah. Oh, in DC, there's another problem. See, let me see. What is the 13th letter of the alphabet?
M.
All right. In DC, is there a street named M? There's L Street, K Street. Is there a street, M Street in Washington, D.C.? Because I'm remembering this.
There is, because I worked on the corner. I worked on the corner at 12th and M. Because it was a law firm with a 13th floor. Go figure.
Yeah.
I was a chef there.
Yeah. Okay, it must have had something to do with I and L then. Because I remember from because on NCIS they throw in trivial real facts, and Ducky was usually the one that presents them, and he was talking to I think either DiNozzo or Jimmy, and was saying the reason they don't have it is because the capital of one looks like the lowercase of the other. People would get confused, so they took out one of them.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah. And Vanessa Kitty's in the house.
What's up?
I have a new Netgear router and a modem on my list to get before summer. I will get my speed up to 2.5 gigs then. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, for those that caught the this morning's editing of the Scout and the Ninja, you caught the big brouhaha in the book, and everything's changed around. For those that missed it, if you watched yesterday's and you come in to watch tomorrow's, you're going to go, what the heck happened? Yeah. This is what this was the chapters where things really got twisted around, turned around, and turned into a real oh shit situation for them in the with the asteroid coming towards the Earth, and reactions of what's going on, how people are reacting to what's going on.
Hey Vanessa, I did the same thing. The fiber company local to me ran it in the streets, and because they were running it in the streets, they gave you some ridiculous deal for like 2 years doing the fiber. So I took it because the cable bundle crap was costing me stupid money. So I got rid of all the cable and I got fiber. And my wife now has instead of having cable TV, she's got Roku, which she loves. I mean, she pays like a couple bucks each for some of the whatever things she wanted to watch, and she does like dolphin or fish, whatever the hell those things are. Yeah. So she's got them, and she's got a remote, and she clicks on it and talks to it and gets her movie, and she's good to go. And I got great Wi-Fi, so it's good because I work from home now, and I kind of need it for the up-down speeds and running 3 separate channels at the same time of feed.
Yeah. The thing here, the only company that does fiber south of Idaho Falls, well, there might be one in Shelley, but definitely for us, Firth, and down south till we get down to Blackfoot is Fiber One, and they're going through the smaller towns and installing fiber, but they need to get so many people to do it. Well, we have Fiber One's other internet, which basically they transmit to the
cell tower.
It's not a cell tower; it's their own tower.
Okay.
And it's a radio transmitter. We got the radio transmitter up on the thing, aimed right at it, and that's the what we have, which is a lot better than the cable type stuff that everyone else has in town.
I found it ironic when I went to the property back in April. I was there in like February, March. I went in April. I'm like, what are all these weird skid marks in the road and dirt everywhere? They ran fiber right in front of my property. I'm like, all right, that works, because one of their junction boxes is literally 90 degrees from where I'm going to put the house. So they don't have to run it very far. They can just run the underground, whatever snake thing, and run the fiber right to the house. That works. I was thinking about, I wonder if they would run fiber to like a small shed.
But anyways, what happened? Well, here when we got it here, and when several other people in town got the fiber com Israeli, I mean, thing at the time they kept saying, hey, if you can get so many percentage of people in the city here to fill out the form saying they would be interested in getting it, then they would come in and run it for free for the entire, do the free installation to the city.
Right.
Not to each houses, but just set it. You can come in and do it without charging everybody an arm and a leg to do it. And anyone that was then a FiberCom customer already would get a free hookup.
That works, but you're kind of rural, so getting the fiber all the way in the road underground to your areas.
It goes down past on the highway out here, which is the Highway 91, the Yellowstone Highway. It's already going all the way down to Blackfoot. But they just didn't tag off to us because there was no interest. They didn't have enough interest forms submitted to go to the city.
Yeah, and unlike my area where I live, where the cabin is, there were 2 houses there, one across from me and one a mile away. But here we are. They ran the fiber right down the road. I'm like, okay, what are we going to be putting in here soon? That's not a good thought.
Yeah. Vanessa says fiber lines laid on the 2 state-owned streets on sides of me, laying fiber to every business and the airport.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here they won't run it. They won't do the expense of running it into the town just to go to one house. They need a bunch of them, and then they'll just route on run it around on the poles to up and down every street in the city here, and then you can just, if you're already a customer now, you get the free final hookup, whereas anybody else gets a charge hookup.
Yeah, they'll run it above ground on the poles. They ran it underground. I don't have any poles. They literally ran it underground for like 6 miles, and there's just like only like 10 properties, 2 with structure on it that people live there. My property I own, and then another one somebody just built. But okay, yeah.
They have some stuff run underground here, but which has the phone line in it, which practically everybody in the city has gotten rid of the landline phone.
Yeah,
they all have cell phones. There's some other stuff they ran
here, but
there's some other things they ran in this joint trench communications things that they go, oh, use this, and everybody's dropped off. All the systems they're using are above ground. Also, because some of they're not saying who, but some of those spots have been damaged by people digging because in areas, and the people that put it in didn't survey stuff first, and they actually put it onto people's property, and somebody was digging a hole on their property and hit it and didn't say anything because, hey, it's not supposed to be on my property.
Yep. Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah. But but they said, we can get it. And I got a notice again saying, hey, if you get a certain amount of people in your city to do it, we'll come, we'll install it for the city, and you get the free hookup charge. You get free hookup, so with no charge. So
you should have brought that up at the last city council meeting. That might have calmed down the masses with their 40% increase. They were raising the water, but you can get a hookup for free for the fiber. Hey, what?
Yeah, there's there are some, most of the outcry from some of the people was for the people that are on limited income, and they go, oh, they can't afford this, and I go, well, there are programs they can apply to get state aid from it. And everybody kind of glared at me a little bit, and Robin said, yeah, they can apply for this, that, and the other. I have all the information here at City Hall. And they kind of dropped that argument for a while.
Good times.
Because some of those programs, if their income is to a certain point, they'll pay for the utilities. So, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bail here in a second, and there's my Sofa Survivalist link again. If anybody wants to subscribe, I'm up to 50. That would be great. I only need to get 950 more before I can get monetized.
Yeah. All right. Things coming up. So tomorrow, Sunday at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll be covering the next 2 chapters in the Scout and the Ninja novel. Monday night on Camp Patton Family Compound. The topic is canning cheeses. Cactus Tuesday is RVs for prepping? ? Thursday's the Midnight Ride. Friday on Camp Patton is Grow Indoors. Next Saturday, after the insect invasion, what are your plans? And of course, Monday through Friday, the reading of the editing and of the novels and stuff starts at let me get my times right. Starts at 11. Tomorrow it starts at 10. Yeah, so Saturday and Sunday I start at 10 in the morning with the editing of the novels, and Monday through Friday it starts at 11 Eastern for the novels. All right.
Okie doke.
Oh, what Caitlin says?
The last live ration review till after Ramadan.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's on Sunday. So yeah, hit that one up. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming in. And Mark has 3 funny videos over there on his channel. Number 2, I think, is the funniest one yet.
But, yeah, I think Kaylin subscribed. Thank you, Kaylin. And a couple other people subscribed. I was going through my sub list. I was like, oh, wow. So I subbed to their channels, although I was already subbed to Kaylin's channel.
But did the sofa survivalist sub to Kaylin's, or was it Mad Chick or Chef Tech?
It was both of those, and I think I subbed again with Sofa. So yeah, we're good. You got 3 subs, 1 person, Kaylin. There you go.
All right, everyone. Take care. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you if you're up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time for
maybe
continuing on with the Scout and the Ninja and their what do I call it? Their Shakespearean love troubles too. Romeo and Juliet type thing. It's unrequited love right now going on.
Hey.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night.